Hello and welcome to Marvel Gallery's Game of the Year 2019 video series. Today's video is going to be the biggest mess of 2019. What do I think the biggest mess of this year was in terms of video games? The runner-up in this category I'm picking this year is Google Stadia. It launched terribly. There's been so many negative aspects surrounding it. Between games costing $5 to $10 more, games not streaming at the quality that was promised, the controller not doing the thing that it was supposed to be doing, which is it's supposed to be connecting to the server you're streaming from and not to your TV to improve latency. Certain features were just stripped out right before launch. Games that run worse than they do on the current consoles. Like, the list goes on and on for Stadia. It's been a terrible, disastrous launch. I couldn't imagine anybody really investing in that platform right now, and it just goes to show, in terms of the whole idea of streaming games versus buying them outright to own, either physically or digitally, which you can do on Stadia, but you don't actually own the game. But that's a different conversation. Putting that aside, I think Microsoft's idea with the Xbox Cloud stuff that will be Project X Cloud, which is coming out next year, I think that's a much more enticing idea. They've had a couple betas that have been extremely successful, and that's all using technology that we already have and your own personal games, which is much more important to me than a new service where I have to buy everything again. So that was the runner-up, the biggest mess of 2019, without any question whatsoever, has to be Anthem. Anthem is a disaster of a video game. It's a game that was made by BioWare, the people that made Mass Effect, the people that made Dragon Age. This is a beloved company that's made some of the best games of the last decade. And they fell off with Mass Effect Andromeda. Obviously, Mass Effect Andromeda, not well received. And this game, specifically, this was their A team. This was the people that did Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 because they didn't make Andromeda. They switched over to make this new Anthem game. It bombed harder than anything I can see. It had a community that turned against it. It's a game that you can currently walk into Walmart and buy for $4. The deluxe version that came out at an $80 price point, I can go over to Walmart right now and buy for $4. So it just goes to show that this company and EA, the publisher, they have no faith in it. They pulled all their support. They had a giant roadmap that they had, released that, hey, we're going to do this, this, and this to fix the game. They dropped all of that. The rumor right now is that this team has gone underground and they're going to sort of relaunch this game sometime in 2020. I don't know if that means it's going to be a free-to-play. I don't know if that means that they're just going to put out another copy or version of this game. I don't know at this time. But they've pretty much cut all support for the game and just went underground. And they're, that's not even putting aside ridiculous glitches and bugs in the game. There were issues with people and the loot system in the game. The list goes on. And it just feels like a game that just kept coming up and coming up and coming up throughout the year. Kind of like Fallout 76 had its disastrous launch last year. And honestly, I could have put Fallout 76 in this category again, but I didn't want to have it in this category 2 years in a row. Anthem, man, what a disappointment. I didn't even buy it. I was mildly interested in it before it came out, and then I just had cold feet on it, and I decided to wait. And I'm glad I did, because I ended up never playing the game at all. So, biggest mess of 2019 is Anthem. Wow. I can't even believe it. Anyways, guys, I hope you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Enjoyed this video, and as always, until next time.